Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia. The Hokies take the field in this electric Enter Sandman entrance. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense in a split backfield. Quick give. It's Jones. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on!
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll send the tight end in motion. Running inside. It's Jones. Stopped right there. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Baker. They'll run the screen. Could be an alley. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. From the gun, it's Jones. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Nice football intelligence, understanding I'm not going to get to the quarterback. I'm not going to sack him. But if I get a mid up in the air, if I get one of those paws up there while he's throwing it, I can get the deflection and still ruin the screen pass. Really, really nice job by that defender.
The Hokies will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The run inside. It's Pringle. Pass to 6. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Hurricanes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Mensah. Finds his man. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking for a crease. It's Pringle. Knocked down immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The screen. He can go. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Miami! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Cuts it upfield. It's Overton. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I'll It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. He's dropped.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Searching for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Caught on the RPO. At the 45, on his way. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Canes!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Third and long coming up. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
The Hokies headed quickly to the line.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go, and this defense has started the game so good. Several drives.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Sends it back in motion. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon. And there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Hokies are marching down the field. Hits inside. It's Overton. Driven back.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Release to the back. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
On play action. Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But
makes the grab in their space.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Here's Mensah to throw. A little release to the back. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Second down coming up. Give to the running back. Swamped immediately.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The give. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The Hokies will try to convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Right down the middle. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field?
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Left side, it's Jones. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive. But maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll need a bunch on second down. Making the adjustment. Second down to the air. Looking left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Mensah. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the Pitt Panthers. And it's Clemson who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mac.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Pringle. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Throwing, Mensah. Moving out to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Runs through the tackle. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking for the goal line, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Miami! With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Gives it. Sees an alley. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quick give. It's Jones. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They give it back to him. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Motion from the back. Slips away. Quarterback gets the 1st down.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the 1st down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking for the edge. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Gets the back moving. They give it to him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. looking for space. It's Overton. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Making the adjustment on the play. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. Needs it here on 4th down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll go to the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of.
Snags it, and there's running room. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Running inside, it's Pringle. Past the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Mensah. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
2nd and long here. On the run, it's Pringle. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Keeps it moving. It's Overton. They were all over it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Back to pass, it's Baker. They're all over him. Got a man in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the ground. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Gets open down the middle. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he missed it. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this